And I'm back, as I said. It's technically, I technically lied, but that's because it's 1 a.m. on Friday. um, I hadn't got around to this because honestly, there's not much I can talk about. And this is why I don't, on some days I just don't do one, because what do I talk about other than be here and be really awkward because I don't know what to do. I could go out and do more and show you guys more once I get like a camera and then some editing software to be able to show you guys my town and that kind of thing. Go hang out with friends that, you know, ask them if they don't mind being vlogged, that sort of thing. But when that does finally happen, I hope these vlogs kind of get turned around a little bit and there's more to do. I can't guarantee there'll be one every day even then, but there might just be some days I'll either be too busy or just nothing will really happen. I may like upload one in this older sort of format, or no, probably not because I'd want to edit it, but something of, well, there's really nothing I can do. This could be a super short one. Pretty much like this one. Well, I think that's just kind of enough about talking future of what I hope to happen. At least with the vlogs. Not really a lot I could think of I could talk about, because today technically, but tomorrow I go into work at 4 o'clock and then get off at 8:30. So in between there, if I remember and it's a nice enough day, I think I'll try to take a walk tomorrow. We'll see how that turns out. Well, luck it actually turns out right. We'll see. And Okay, I don't really know what to talk about, so let's just talk more about future stuff for a minute or two to, one, pad out the vlog, I'll be honest, and two, so that way it's not just entirely made of awkward. Let's Plays. I've mentioned before I want to do Let's Plays. I haven't made a channel for it yet. I will have it on a separate channel. And I already know what the channel's name will probably be. And I've been thinking about it. It was something that's probably decently far off, but I've just been wondering what, maybe sometime much later on in this year. Maybe. Depends on what happens. But I've kind of decided that when I do, in fact, do it, I'll use both these vlogs and like a video that's not actually going to be going out, just as a test for both my commentary. Well, not the vlogs for my commentary, but the video would be for my commentary as well as the vlogs and this to help with my editing with whatever editing software I ended up buying. And so I could see what kind of cool things, and I wonder what I want to do a Let's Play, the first Let's Play, one that will gain people's attention and won't just be like, oh, just another Let's Player. But I don't want to be like, here, I'm doing this brand new game that came out and I have no idea what I'm doing. Because I know how I play video games. That would not be very entertaining because of how I play video games. Especially if if I have no idea what I'm doing. If I know what I'm doing, then it's not so bad. But if I know but if I don't, it's just kind of, even if it's not a game that probably has hidden things, I just wander around and see what there is to see. And probably screw up a lot, as most blind Let's Players do. And that kind of thing. Because, I don't want to say, I mean, I'm just going to say one idea I have, and I still have absolutely no idea if that is what it is. But, I have an idea of perhaps doing Tak and the Power of Juju. We'll see about that. I'll probably do it someday, but for the first one, I don't know yet. It's one just whatever I feel like, and one that hasn't been... Oh, that's another thing. I don't want it to be one that has been done 5 million times. So as much as I'd like to be able to do something like Super Mario 64, I think I'd wait until I'd be able to record DS and 3DS games so I can do Super Mario 64 DS. To have a... Here, I'm not just doing the exact same game that 60,000 other people have done. Probably more, actually. Yeah. I kind of deemed that how I am and how I write and things, and how I do things on my page for specific events I myself only do out of my appointed admins, is I've done enemy months, and I still do it occasionally, but I haven't done very many of them. I did a Nintendo Mania thing. I actually had like a trailer of sorts here on YouTube, but I haven't done a lot of those, but they're just because I didn't want to do history as something that probably everyone knew. I was just kind of picked and chose, and then after like 2 or 3 days, I decided I'm not going to do it like the normal enemy month, which is at one enemy from a specific franchise across the entire board of it for every day of 1 month. And yeah. And the most recent one was in February, and I did Banjo-Kazooie. Unfortunately, I couldn't do much for nuts and bolts, because as much as I'm sure you guys like, well, that's a good thing. Well, I'm trying to cover all the enemies, but unfortunately, they weren't very complete when it came to the Banjo-Kazooie wiki. It wasn't very complete when it came to Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts enemies for some reason or another. So I only did like 1 or 2 enemies from there, but that's fine. Well, yes, because of that, I kind of off on a tangent, but because of how I do that, I decided that I'll probably be a Let's Player that is informative and not super informative, but on the informative side, kind of like Chugga Conroy. But I'll take notes as I test run through the games at least once, depending on my knowledge of the game, and so that way I know good ways to do it and like some of the best ways to go around this thing without like glitching or anything. I mean, I won't ever like I'm just gonna glitch this in a Let's Play just to get around this part I really hate. I won't ever do that kind of thing. So, yeah, I kind of went off on a tangent there, and I actually went on a bit longer than I thought I would. How about that? So I think I'm going to actually go ahead and end it here, and perhaps talk about Let's Playing another time. Even if that's something a bit off topic, nothing really has happened today, so can't really help it. I think I will see you guys tomorrow. With luck, something will happen. Good night, Ganondorf out.